some way inside you, there's a pain you never shared with anyone, and God has been carrying it with you since the very beginning. There are wounds He never explained. There are moments He never told the full truth about. There are memories that make your heart tighten. Even now, there are silent battles no one else ever saw. There are feelings you pushed down because you didn't know how to say them. And somewhere along the way, you convinced yourself you had to carry all of it alone. Listen, you didn't stay silent because you were weak. You stayed silent because you were surviving. You stayed quiet because saying it out loud felt like opening a door you weren't sure you could close again. You stayed quiet because you feared being misunderstood. You feared being judged. You feared being dismissed. You feared falling apart in front of people who didn't know how much strength it took just to keep breathing. And so, you carried it quietly. But heaven never mistook your silence for absence of pain. God has been carrying the weight. He didn't have words for it. Before you shared anything, before you even understood what hurt you, He was there, holding what your heart could not. Psalm 34:18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Not close when you speak. Not close when you explain. Close when you are crushed. Close in the silence. Close in the moments no one else knew about. Close in the heaviness behind your eyes. Close in the nights when you laid awake, trying to pretend you were fine. Listen, some of the pain you carried was not just hurt. It was disappointment. Disappointment in yourself. Disappointment in life. Disappointment in people who should have protected you. Disappointment in moments you thought would look different. And disappointment often becomes the heaviest kind of silence, because how do you explain a sadness you barely understand? How do you describe a hurt that grew slowly over years? How do you speak about something that still doesn't make sense to you? So you didn't say anything. You learned to function with the weight inside you. You learned to smile with the ache tucked behind your ribs. You learned to love people while feeling emotionally empty. You learned to show up even when your heart wanted to hide. You learned to carry yourself even when you felt carried by nothing at all. But listen, God saw the way your shoulders sank when no one was watching. He heard the conversations you had only in your mind. He felt the tears that never left your eyes. He knew the moments when your heart whispered, "I can't keep doing this." And long before you understood what was happening inside you, He stepped in. Not just as a healer, not just as comfort, but as the one who would not let this pain define the rest of your story. Listen, some pain becomes so familiar that you mistake it for part of your identity. But God never saw it that way. He saw what broke you. He saw what shaped you. He saw what wounded you. He saw the weight you hid inside your silence. And he said, you are not carrying this alone. Psalm 55:22 says, cast your burden on the Lord, and he will sustain you. But what happens when your burden is a pain you don't know how to describe? God carries that too. He carries what's unspoken. He carries what you can't express. He carries what you don't understand. He carries what you're afraid to face. He carries what you buried years ago. He carries the weight you pretended wasn't heavy. Listen, there were moments when you thought you had already healed. Moments when life felt lighter. Moments when it seemed the past had finally let go. Moments when you believed the wound had closed for good. But then something small happened. A word, a tone, a memory, a smell, a voice. And suddenly you felt that familiar ache again. And you thought, why is this still here? Why am I not over this yet? But God never asked you to be over it. He asked you to trust Him with it. Healing is not a moment. It is a journey. A slow unraveling of everything you once carried alone. And God is walking every step of it with you. Listen, some of your deepest pain didn't start as pain. It started as confusion, as loneliness, as a quiet fear, as something small that grew when no one noticed, as a moment that shaped how you saw yourself. And God knows every detail. He knows the story you tell others, and the story behind that story. He knows the strength people admire, and the exhaustion beneath it. He knows the smile you show, and the sadness behind your eyes. He knows the "I'm fine." That actually means I'm trying, but I'm tired. Listen, God is not waiting for you to find the right words before He begins healing. He is healing you. In the silence, healing you. In the moments you don't admit hurt, healing you. In the parts of you you no longer visit, healing you. From the inside out, because He has been carrying this pain with you and for you long before you ever knew how deep it went. And this is where the healing begins. Listen, God is not only aware of the pain you never shared, He is already working in the places you never knew needed healing. Some healing feels like release. Some feels like revelation. Some feels like God shining light into a room inside you haven't opened in years. And some healing feels like the gentle reminder you don't have to carry this anymore. You were never meant to. Not for this long. Not this quietly. Not this heavily. Listen. The enemy tried to make you believe that silence meant weakness. But God says your silence was survival. He saw your strength. In the moments no one else saw your struggle, He saw the courage it took to keep moving, to keep loving, to keep showing up, to keep hoping, even when your heart felt worn out. And because He saw all of this, He is now stepping into the depths of your being to heal you in ways you never imagined possible. Psalm 139:1 says, "You have searched me, Lord, and you know me." He knows the parts of you you've never spoken. And He loves you deeply, fully, endlessly, right there. Listen. There is a reason your heart is stirring again. A reason certain memories are resurfacing gently. A reason tears come, even when you don't know why. A reason you're feeling what you once buried. It's not regression. It's healing. God is lifting what you pushed down. God is surfacing what needs light to leave. God is untangling what tied itself around your soul. God is loosening what held you emotionally captive. And He is doing it carefully, tenderly, patiently. Because He is not a God who forces healing. He is a God who walks with you through it. Listen. This pain will not stay forever. This heaviness will not define you. This sadness will not follow you into every season. This wound will not be your identity. God is rewriting the story from within. Psalm 32:11 says, "You turned my mourning into dancing. You removed my sackcloth and clothed me with joy." This is what He is doing in you, even if you don't feel it fully yet. He is turning the mourning that lived quietly inside you into joy you didn't know was still possible. Listen. There will come a day when you think about this pain and it doesn't break you anymore. A day when the memory remains, but the grip is gone. A day when you breathe and something inside you feels lighter. A day when you see how God used this wound to grow a strength in you that is unshakable. A day when you realize you are not who you were when this pain first entered your life. You are stronger. You're softer. You are wiser. You are more compassionate. You're more aware of God's nearness You have survived every moment that once felt impossible, and God has carried you through every silent battle along the way. Listen, you don't need to fear the future. The God who carried your unspoken pain is the same God who will carry your unspoken hopes, your quiet prayers, your guarded dreams, your hidden wounds, and your healing heart. He's not done with you. He is not distant from you. He is not disappointed in you. He is not tired of you. He is carrying you with a love that does not weaken, a love that does not run out, a love that does not diminish. In the presence of your pain, a love that stays. When everything else feels uncertain, listen. This is not the end of your story. This is the turning point. The moment healing begins to unfold from places so deep you forgot they existed. God has carried your pain because He always intended to heal it. And now, He is healing the you that you kept hidden. He is restoring the heart you held together alone. He is touching the wound you never voiced. He is lifting the weight you never explained. He is filling the places you never showed anyone. Because even in silence, you were never unseen, never unheard, never alone. God has been carrying this pain with you from the very beginning, and He will carry you into the healing that is coming next. God is touching the places you never found words for. He is restoring what hurt you, lifting what weighed you down, and healing what you thought and you had to carry forever. If this message reached your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, so this devotional can reach someone who is carrying a silent pain today. And if you feel led, comment, God is carrying my pain with me. May His peace find you today.